literally gonna block
I'm
you,
already
right?
Content.
Oh, you're already
Whatever, I don't
Welcome
care,
to
man.
new
I just don't
Scuffed
give a
Team
fuck.
Chunk Error Podcast. Fuck you, Poke. Welcome, willkommen.
Who's recording this?
I am,
Okay.
like always. All right.
Is it recording? Is that a good enough intro?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Wait, it's
What, you think this is the Joe Rogan experience? you think this is a good show? I don't give a fuck. I'll fade it in, and then people will laugh.
Did you start recording before or after the racial slurs?
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
No,
That's
there weren't any racial slurs.
It was really bad.
Said them all.
We couldn't stop him. Ant just fucking.
Yeah.
No, all right. You know what?
Games.
You know what? I'm gonna give the audience some content right here.
Oh no.
That's not what I meant.
No,
What I meant was okay. So no, we were discussing that it's interesting that the latest Minecraft snapshot added in Blackstone.
Yeah, I just think everyone should be able to say the word. No,
Whitestone. Why not Whitestone?
We're slightly tan stone.
No, we got quartz. I mean, we're fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying it's interesting that, they didn't come up with a unique name like quartz or whatever. No, they call it Blackstone.
I mean,
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
They could have just called it basalt. Oh wait.
anyway, welcome to the second fucking
baited
episode.
podcast.
The baited podcast. Welcome-
I've actually
I'm
made
your
that mistake and
host.
said it one time during the Fruit Club
Well,
podcast.
Welcome to
I'm
the
not
Road
allowed
Joking
to-
experience.
Michael,
Yes. Yeah.
you are live on Twitch right now.
One of these people gonna get banned one day. Like, oh, I left the stream on. Oh, what are those noises coming through your speakers?
no.
Welcome back to the Team Chunk Error podcast. So to everybody who doesn't know what the fuck just happened, why there's a cut here, I went live on
there's
Twitch.
just no cut, please. Don't do a cut.
Well, no, there has to be a cut. I wasn't recording.
Oh, I got the VOD. I got the VOD.
Hey, download the VOD.
Yeah, I'm downloading. I'm downloading it. Well, no, just to give them context why there's a fucking splice. I went live on Twitch and we started the podcast there. So out of context, this just looked awful because I mean, there's not a worse situation to have a black screen and then just say, I just think we all should be able to say the word.
I was gonna say, is that Blackstone comment in there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but
the headlines already.
yeah, right.
Team Chunk racist.
Twitch streamers forget they're live.
I'm just saying it right now. If AntVenom wasn't here, I would be racist. And I would have said
there's-
Crosses the bridge.
we
Live
are
stream, live
lucky
stream
AntVenom
fails.
was here for that specific reason.
But anyway, welcome to the fucking live stream or not live stream. God damn it, the podcast.
I hope it's
Oh,
not still
God.
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, thanks for the gifted sub. Yeah, Jesus.
This a
Thanks for
robbery?
the damn it, you bitch!
This a Robert.
Are there any
Jesus.
topics we're gonna be talking about?
Well, I'm a little.
Oh yeah, we have
fucking-
AntVenom here.
I'm a little.
Here, I'll
thrown
take
off.
over. I got
Yes,
this. Don't
hi.
worry. Hey,
Yeah, you
AntVenom, what do
talk.
you do?
No,
for
you
content?
dumb fuck. Okay. Anyway,
I just hire other people to do my
yeah.
work, like Michael McPickle.
That's
Yeah,
based. That's based in pilled AntVenom.
anyways.
Based on what?
God damn it, Dink!
What did you say,
I was
Dink?
about to say, he said based,
Based
on what?
on what?
Based on these nutty fucking German.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, well I get my girlfriend to edit my videos for free.
Yeah, manipulation.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway.
Actually,
You should
pump it right now,
stop
guys.
gaslighting women.
Anyway.
No, it's all I know how to do.
Anyway. Welcome to the second episode of this podcast. Today we have Ant with us, and Jesus Christ, that is the scariest intro I think we've ever had to a podcast.
That's the scariest one you've ever had. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's your Twitch
I was
channel
about to
being
say,
banned.
Your
well,
fault, Michael.
Well, yeah, I've
If
done
you were racist.
Well, the thing with I've
Wait,
done
Mike,
what?
legit, have you ever accidentally streamed before?
No.
Nice, dude.
Yes,
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
What did you accidentally stream, AntVenom?
Oh, God.
I was messing around with OBS like a couple of years ago, and I actually archived the stream, and I'm just like chilling there messing with stuff, and I'm just like sitting there, and someone like donates $1 to me to get the noise to pop up, and I'm like, oh my God, wait, I'm actually live. So I'm like, I spend the next 10 minutes showing them what I was up to anyways, just so I'm not like ending off the stream. I'm giving them content anyways, but
Fucking, I'm
like,
just imagining like just going to an AntVenom stream, like the webcam's on, he's just staring directly at the monitor, just
Slouched.
clicking, typing.
well, no,
Just
webcam
the-
was on.
Oh my
it
god, was on.
Yeah, it was on.
All you hear just
Yeah, just
Something like that.
that's fucking hilarious.
I've never accidentally went live on Twitch or accidentally went live on like Justin TV or anything like that, but I did accidentally go live way back in the day on Rune Radio on Rune Zone. And
What the fuck is Rune
well,
Radio?
okay, so
Nobody knows.
No, you know, and fucking
I know, but none of the audience
none of
does.
the audience knows.
Neither do I.
I've talked about it on stream a few times, but so way before, like, to explain just how fucking old school like I am.
How
I'm like,
old you
How
mean?
old- how
pretty much
old you
how
are?
old I am, yeah.
You're gonna die soon.
Oh, dude, someone told me fucking Fusion Frenzy for the Xbox came out 19 years ago last night, and I about fucking had a heart attack. But yeah, so I used to do this radio website back in the day. It was on a officially like licensed RuneScape fan site, and so out of nowhere, I used to be the auto DJ for a minute, so I would have my shit going like 24/7 or whatever, and I ended up finding out that my microphone was fucking unmuted for like 3 or 4 hours.
oh my god.
And I was just talking with somebody like in the other room, and people could just hear the conversation like slightly through like a fucking door, and I'm like, I ended up going back in there, and I just had a billion messages from Nathan, who was the guy who actually started working for RuneScape itself. He was messaging me, and he's like, "What the fuck did you do?" Like, it was terrifying shit, because
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
it was just an online radio. It was just an online radio. Like
This just does not help. What's a radio, Michael?
But shut the fuck. I only know Spotify.
I don't even use
No, a
Spotify,
radio,
Michael. I
like-
use
we had like 500 concurrent
Hold on.
listeners.
Hold on.
I don't
Hold on,
use
hold on, hold on,
Spotify.
hold on.
I just like Discord call Young Gravy and just say sing for me.
I like Baby No Money.
I just
That
use a
song is
Discord
really
music
good.
bot.
But anyway,
That's how the cool kids do it in
Wait, hold
2020.
up, Michael. Give me a
What?
sec. I gotta block Isabel before I pay her.
shut up. Anyway, fucking.
I should. That'd be funny.
No, you shouldn't.
Ah, no.
What the fuck? Okay,
You asked me to block her.
we
What do you
have a
mean?
podcast.
Sorry.
We have a podcast.
Do we really have a podcast though?
It's-
Is that what this is?
This is
Not for
never-
you, because you're an honorary member, bitch.
Oh,
I love looking at my phone and
Can I-
seeing Michael McChill is live.
Can I-
Michael is live, dude.
no, you can't, Michael.
Can I just
You
say,
can't.
I was crucified for that last night.
Good.
Like,
You should have been.
I-
I helped you all dig those holes.
I was-
I'm as much a member as you are.
I was.
This ain't cool.
fucking-
Let's fight it out.
I was crucified on live stream for that. Fucking
Good.
Break
can-
his neck, Ant.
Can somebody explain what the fuck happened? Why?
can. I was
okay.
there.
Please explain what
All
the
right, so
fuck
this-
happened.
If I recall correctly, during my live stream, I was fishing without the boys, of course, because everybody else just disappeared. I don't know where they went. Anyway,
Well, that's because you fish at 5 a.m.
don't care. Dink didn't ask. And
Yeah.
I was fishing, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna send AntVenom an 8-ball request, I believe it was."
Oh, no.
Kicked my ass multiple times. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna send AntVenom an archery request." Kicked my ass multiple times,
Yeah.
and then I told him, "Fuck this, I'm going back to streaming." He replied, "Lol," I think with 2 L's.
Yeah, as I
And
do.
Then he joined my chat, and since for some reason Stream Elements Twitch chat is only on light mode, as I could find, his name was not visible, so it just looked like some entity was typing in my chat. And they said, "Oh shit, you're actually live." And I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And then it was only until someone people started saying Hank in chat. I was like, "Oh, it's Hank."
God damn.
And then I actually don't remember where it went.
Oh,
From
I
that
think
point.
okay. So no, I think I remember. Then you did the tier list. So you did a giant tier list of SMP Live people, and you had a tier for just Team Chunk Era people. And then somewhere in that discussion, it got mentioned that I'm only an honorary member, and you're like, and I think you said something like, yeah, no, Mike said that, and I went to Mike's chat like immediately, and I'm like, honorary my ass.
I wanted Fit in this team. You remember that, Michael? And you're like, no, he can't. He's too bald and stupid and old.
Well, that's Fit, and it's different. No,
What?
no, you're not.
I'm
Bald
one
and
of these
stupid.
days you're gonna get fired, and you're not even gonna realize it's for real.
See, you're not bald and stupid though.
Like you're
Fit
gonna be
is-
like, oh, so what's the next video I'm working on? I'm like, Mike, you don't understand. You're not contracted with me anymore. Go away.
No, but Fit,
Go back to your live stream
No,
and
but-
your you know,
Yeah,
your
but-
sub goals or
You guys are a
whatever.
divorced couple. Shut
Yeah,
up and
but
make
Fit-
out already.
but Fit is bald and stupid though. I don't think.
I
I
love
don't
him.
think
He let me
anybody-
touch his bald head twice. Twice, Michael,
Oh my
twice.
God.
Is this the next podcast where we're going to talk about TwitchCon and Luna feels left out?
Yeah. Why do you think we brought him in the first place? I want him to be left out.
Oh yeah,
That was retcon.
Oh my
yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. I
was-
forgot.
I was
Luna,
editing
Luna was there. Yeah, yeah. Luna, he was holding the cameras. That's what.
Yeah, of course. He was the cameraman, of course. The role they give to people that yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
But anyway,
Great job.
so fucking what have you been doing, Ant? What have you been up to? What is
I mean,
going on
today
your-
or like
just in
over the
fucking
past
general?
since SMP
We're all
Live or
fucking
something.
stuck in goddamn home right now. What do you do?
I've been editing a dungeons video, dude. Like the
I already
Minecraft
finished
dungeons
mine,
is
dude.
pretty sick, and you know, I'm like actually getting my video done of it. So
I really like dungeons. I think it's
Absolutely
really fucking
embarrassing,
fun.
AntVenom. It took me like 3 hours to edit
By the
my
way,
20
as
minutes
someone
video.
who-
It's taking you this long? Come on.
Guys,
Wow.
as someone who hasn't played Minecraft Dungeons, for me, like, I only looked at like a few clips of the game. It
Yeah.
looks to me like it could just be replaced by any kind of like high pixel adventure map, for example. What makes it
Wait.
What?
Wait, what?
What'd you just
the,
say, you
the
stupid
fluidity
fucking
of the
German?
gameplay.
The gameplay.
Have you even
It's
watched
really
it?
like the gameplay. Like, there's no way that you could do this within Minecraft itself. Even if people are gonna try, like, it will not feel the same at all. This game
Okay.
flows, and honestly, the sound design, like, I think the sound design
The
makes
sound-
this game.
yeah,
If
the
the sound
sound
design
is
was
great.
bad, like, it could break the immersion. But it's every single
Oh, yeah.
stage has impeccable music.
It
Like
literally,
the
Okay.
it literally
Yeah.
just feels like
Deke.
it,
and the progression feels really good. Like, what I like about it is, I think in Diablo there's like 3 primary difficulties and that's it.
Yeah.
But with this, each level has like 7 different difficulties you can go into. So if you suck at video games, you can stay on the lowest
You can-
difficulty
you can change
and
the
just,
difficulty?
you know, go through everything.
yes.
Yeah, like there's default 1
Could you
through
do that in
7 for
beta?
everything. And
Yes, you
No one. I was sitting there shit talking the game, saying it was way too easy.
Oh no!
Oh my
like,
god.
Nah, yeah.
okay,
Oh,
boomer.
no.
You can.
Okay, 40-year-old man, literally a 40-year-old man, dude.
Literally,
This man is
literally,
literally cut.
Literally, literally leafy. Let me say literally
man
one
is
more.
literally
Let me
cut.
literally lose 15 out of 16 pool and archery games. Literally. My name is Bo.
Ouch.
Literally.
Can I
That's
just
that's
say?
it, Big Hank.
Can I
That
just say?
we're all so glad that Leafy is back. That is an
I was
actual,
about to
it's
say,
an actual
yeah.
statement from
It-
Team Chunk.
It took
No!
it took iDubbbz being a simp for Leafy to get out of retirement.
Oh my god.
That's so-
Being a simp for your girlfriend, that's absolutely bonkers. Wrong with that, man?
yeah,
You should
no.
absolutely
Mike,
be
you're a
gaslighting
fucking
and
cunt.
abusing her. What the fuck?
It's the
That's a
fu-
joke. That's a joke. That's a
No,
joke. That's a
yeah,
joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Obviously, I don't.
Did you guys hear what Poke said in the newest Team Chunk Air podcast episode?
No,
They'll
because
still
everybody was
cancel me
talking
anyways.
over each other.
Isn't that always how it works, though?
We should expect that at this point.
I fucking I feel really weird about the Leafy situation because apparently he quote unquote, and I don't know if he's gonna do it or not. Apparently he's coming out with a video on iDubbbz, but I'm like, you've been in retirement for 4 years. Shut the fuck up.
That sounds.
Like
I listened to what H3 said about that, and like I actually kind of agree because apparently she's not. It's basically like an Instagram account that people pay for. Like honestly, if she can scam people out of money,
it's not
so
scamming
like
people.
basically no, well, not actually scamming, but you know what I mean, like stuff that she would be posting on Instagram anyways.
Be careful,
like-
simp. No.
Well, no, what I'm saying is if she crosses the line into nude stuff, then okay, I can see the argument. But if she's just, if it's Instagram but paid for, then yeah, I mean, LOL, get scammed.
I've been wondering if people are using OnlyFans in a similar way to how people used Patreon.
I was just thinking that.
Like,
I've heard you can, but I've yet to actually see it in action, so I don't know.
What are we talking about?
The what's her name? I can't.
Pay attention to the podcast, Poke.
Anissa.
Sorry,
Is
I
that
was
her name?
looking at money.
iDubbbz and Anissa. What? But no.
Anissa.
Anissa. Okay.
Alyssa.
No, yeah,
Elisa.
it's shut up.
Anissa Yomaha.
But
Something like that.
Elisa, yo mama.
no, but
Alisa.
I'm leasing yo mama.
no.
Michael, speak.
It's interesting though, because like I don't know the whole. I think it's only a big thing just because iDubbbz obviously has used
Posted that video that made him look so vulnerable.
Well,
right?
no. He was getting attacked on. He was getting attacked on like Twitter and shit well in advance for it. And I mean, maybe he shouldn't have made the video or whatever the fuck. But
Definitely shouldn't.
But well, I mean, but then
No,
again,
he had to.
iDubbbz is always but he's always said like his opinions. So if he didn't say his opinion on this, it would almost just be weird.
It'd almost be worse. Like it could have blown up even harder.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, what YouTuber would have come out and said some stupid shit about him? And I don't think anybody really would have. I mean, I definitely don't.
Leafy.
No, I don't think Leafy would have. I don't think it even would have been on his radar unless he made the video.
Guys, it's me, Leafy.
It's funny because the way I see it, it's like there was no way of winning or getting out of the situation without something going wrong.
Well,
like with that video, I remember me and Poke saw this when that video initially came out. I saw a video in the recommended, basically. I'm gonna use this term very lightly, deconstructing iDubbbz's video. It was atrocious.
Oh, is it?
There was one part.
Okay,
I don't even.
Yeah.
It was
Stop
just
interrupting, Michael.
It was. It was just some really trashy like commentary YouTuber dude just
Oh,
puts
wow. A commentary YouTuber being trashed. That's
like
not
there wasn't even
surprising.
it was literally just a photo with like clips from the
Did
video.
he cross his arms at all during the video?
No.
Oh well, then what the fuck's the point? What's he doing?
Does he
What's
have
wrong with
like
him?
No,
always,
we're not-
like,
I'm not
3 animation
specifying.
pictures while he's talking?
No,
Animation pictures.
It's literally just the dude's
quotes.
profile picture with like the clip that he talks about before he talks about it. But it's like
I don't know why people do that. I just don't understand. It just
not-
makes me feel
that's
awkward
besides the
about
point
that
though. It was
shit.
just
No,
like
it is the point. It is the point here.
you fuck up.
Shut
There
up, Pope.
were just parts of the video where I was just like, this dude, he's like, I mean, I don't really care what he does in his personal life and all this stuff. And then 5 seconds later, he literally, clearly goes back on that. And it's like, the way I see it is no matter what he would have done in this situation, people would have taken an issue with something.
Oh yeah, and I think I don't know. I think that especially him being so controversial, at least just in his, I guess how he handles specific situations, he was going to be a target no matter what. Like, but it is interesting to see. I think it's interesting.
People really feel like he was the chosen one.
Well,
it's like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Like
I was gonna
Star
say
Wars
no.
meme.
I was gonna say that exact thing. He was weirdly. I mean, he was a bad word
The light at the end of the
toting
tunnel.
golden child. Yeah, like it. It is.
No, iDubbbz could never be a simp. No.
Right, exactly.
You're supposed to hate women. No.
But, well, and
He
that's-
was like the divine YouTuber, the god of the YouTubers in some people's eyes.
Actually, that belongs
and now
to
his
Bridge
image
Man.
being like tainted in like at least the
I'm
eyes
s-
of the fans with
But
idols looking.
I
like-
never would have imagined his audience would have hated that. I would have never imagined that. Really,
I just think it's.
I was prepared.
I'm surprised.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of his audience is rather conservative in political views.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I just make like a comment real quick though that
Can you?
Leafy has gained 150,000 subscribers off of less than 3 minutes of
fuck's sake.
content.
Really?
But I wish that
Yeah.
were me.
That's just depressing.
That's what he's gained. In
Not
the
even just
past
3 minutes of
2 weeks.
content. It was more like 5 seconds because the rest is just stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even buy
True.
Vegas, man.
No, he released a second video. Actually, he did a video titled "Content Cop."
Jeez.
Oh my
What'd he say? Did he say, dude, you're literally a fucking...
Well, he shows a clip of iDubbbz lightly smacking. And is it Anita?
Anissa.
Anissa. It's
A
Anissa.
clip of him lightly slapping her, and then she kind of gives him the stink eye for a few seconds, and then he just says some other garbage. Like it was basically like the first video, but over again, sort of.
It's interesting. I have no hate for iDubbbz.
I saw that video
neither do
in
I.
like a compilation of iDubbbz and Anissa being cute for 5 minutes, like 3 years
like,
ago.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say the same thing because there's also that one where he like fucking slams the
some weird
door
videos.
open and is like what the fuck did you say?
Oh yeah, that show's
Can I-
funny.
can I
what
just
the
say how-
fuck did you say about Nickelback? Was
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Can I just say how fucking funny it is that Leafy comes back, you know, probably like a stupid amount of money in the bank, but it the way his mic sounds is as though he has his gain up on a Blue Yeti all the way, no pop filter.
You know,
no
just like this.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
Just like this.
Oh my
Let me
God.
plug in my Yeti.
No. Fucking-
Yo, Mike, you're a fucking cuck. like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, literally like that.
It's super fucking interesting, and I don't know. Like, I hope that I don't think Leafy could survive on YouTube in this climate. I don't think his
Not
Definitely
monetarily.
No, well, but maybe.
Gone, bro. I'm
Well,
tired
maybe.
of him.
I mean, he was making fucking daily 20-minute videos. Like
Yeah,
that
that's
would
brutal.
pull. Well, not brutal for the bank. Like,
Well, no, but brutal on the work ethic. Like, I know what that's like, man.
I don't know.
I don't know,
think
man.
his
I don't
editing
think.
compares
Yeah,
to
I was
yours.
gonna
Most-
say. I don't
Michaels.
think we fucking. I don't think you and I mean, he goes on there and he says he's literally a 30-year-old man, fucking 20 times in a row for his audience. Like
is literally But like, I've, the style of content we're making now,
Yeah.
like, I've done that daily before. So, like, I understand
This
what
child
like,
is very cringe.
I get.
But yeah.
I just.
But correction, a lot of it is more like under 15 minutes, closer to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking
10:03.
Leafy fan. No, but
no, it's like 10:01. That's the meta.
Did
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
did
too,
you guys
yeah.
see my it's kind of off topic, I'm sorry, I'm so gay, but did you guys see my April Fool's video?
I have not
Yeah.
watched it.
No.
No.
It's basically just a family friendly poke. It's very gross. I don't like it, but it's a very good idea. And I made sure to make the video exactly 10 minutes and 3 seconds, and I even put a mid-roll in there. I make sure that I go in all in for those types of April
Have you guys seen my April Fool video?
It was good.
Yeah,
man.
it was
Yeah.
funny.
It
I
was a
actually didn't know.
didn't
You gotta pull like a rice gum and just like have it only be like 2 minutes of content and then 8 minutes of outro screen.
That was
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
god.
not,
That reminds me of somebody else that Michael's mentioned.
Yeah, Bodil 40.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I don't give a
Does not
fuck.
lose his call.
I do
My
not give a
favorite-
Neither
fuck.
do I, Michael.
I
My
don't-
favorite thing is when I'm editing and I'm like, the video's like, I don't know, like 9 minutes, 50 seconds, and I'm like, outro.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
we,
Just
No, me and
call
Mike
it
do
a
the
day.
same
yeah,
thing.
we do the exact.
I do the
If
same
a
thing.
video literally goes to like, because typically the video fades out on an AntVenom video with the audio of him saying like,
Yeah.
and thanks for watching, and like,
Right.
and if that comes in at like 9:50, we're like.
The shortest
can
my
fit in a
sent script
bit
to you can
more.
be is 9:40 because there's 4 or
Yes.
5 seconds of intro, and then we can throw the outro right into my last words.
It's-
like
it
that.
is-
That's about as short as it
I
can
have
be.
been
You've done that
AntVenom.
before.
Thank you
where
for
it's like,
watching.
Yes. It is
Um,
weirdly. It's
how am I gonna fill in time for this rest of these 10 seconds? Oh, there you go. Look at
Well, no,
that.
sometimes like a script will wind up at like 9:20, so we just
Oh,
like
yeah.
ask additional questions during the outro. It's like, what did you think about this specific thing? My opinion is ... And before you know it, 20 seconds is over, just like that.
Yeah, no.
You guys,
Scripted
you
content.
guys
is
are
a
so
lot of fun.
professional. I would have just screamed for a few seconds.
Thanks for watching. Ah! Like-
Thanks for watching. Fuck!
Thanks for
Just like
watching.
that
Let's see
for,
how long
like,
I can
20
scream
straight
for.
seconds.
Fucking.
My longest scream ever.
My
3 minutes.
But
the longest yeah boy ever.
Yeah, I take major issue with like YouTubers that do that though. Like one of them that I have publicly spoke out about, especially like me and him fought on fucking Twitter, was Bodil 40, because and it was so funny because like he was criticizing me and Ant like publicly, and he's like go back to making content for children, and I was like, you fucking play balloons. I was like, you are bitching about the algorithm saying you want a quote unquote adult YouTube, but meanwhile you are literally making content for the lowest. You are literally a 30-year-old. No, you're literally making content for the lowest common denominator, and like it baffled me. Like if you go and watch his content.
Why are we talking about this irrelevant
I
YouTuber?
don't care. No, yeah, irrelevant. Yeah, no. If you go and like watch his content, he'll literally like do an intro, and it's so funny too because it is genius in his method. He clearly has a fucking stream deck, and he presses a button, and then his intro rolls like on his fucking OBS. And like
really does not
one day I was watching him, and it was the funniest thing I had ever fucking seen, because he accidentally pressed the intro button twice, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it like this, and he's like fucking spamming the intro button, and I was like, that's genius, dude. Like fucking just take the editing out of it, like put it all into the fucking.
Just be sure you go as low effort as possible. Oh, yeah. That's the meta for.
Oh yeah,
for
and
Bodil.
And then he ends the video, right? Like he fucking ends the video. And after like it's like 3 minutes in, and then the rest of it is just a Pokemon Go picture of Pikachu jumping up and down and like having a goddamn seizure for 8 fucking minutes. 8 minutes.
Jesus.
And like, and the thing with it was the video had I think the video had like 70,000 views or some crazy shit like that. So it was like it was like if you fucking pull those people in for 5 minutes of content, you get the full fucking 10-minute like revenue.
Right.
So I was like, Jesus, like he fucking like he's a piece of shit, but he figured it out. Like,
Mike, can we just comment on the fact that like people will often comment on our videos and say like, "Well, you stretch it out," and like in your scripts, usually like the outlines you send me are 2 pages long, and you're every time you're like, I gotta cut this down, man. I gotta cut this
out
down.
of the scripts. The scripts typically are like by the time I'm done, anywhere to like
with
3 to 4 pages, and then I
with
cut
the amount
it out.
of work that you put in your guys' stuff. I always like to tell myself if any I always think to myself, like, if there's anybody that deserves the right to sort of go towards that 10-minute marker exactly, it's definitely them.
Yeah. Well,
maybe I'm just jerking you both off. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you fully are. It. No,
for a second I thought you meant when you said them. I thought you meant Bodil. Like, what?
No, Bodil puts in so much work.
Yeah, he clicks that button. It's so
he's carrying the strain of YouTube on his back.
No,
oh my god.
And I appreciate that because like I mean there are definitely moments in an AntVenom video where like. So the other day I did a video about Minecraft festival being canceled. How the fuck do you grab footage for that? What the fuck? Like what the fuck? How do you do that?
I mean, aside from like my Minecon clips, but that's even still then, that's like
even
what would you call those Minecon clips again, AntVenom? Like let's take a step back from when SMP Live was around. What did you comment on with Minecon?
What did I? Oh wait! Oh what? Did someone called it CringeCon or something?
Yeah, someone was like CringeCon. You're defending it.
Oh right, that was one of my most like popular clips on Twitch.
Quotes. There's concentrated
where I said
autism,
that like that. People think it's concentrated autism, but like it's really not. Like, but no, I said the term that way, and it went on live stream fail and got like 6,000 views, and like every comment on live stream fail is like. every comment on live stream fail, which there wasn't many, but every one of them was like, yeah, he's right though.
Oh, was this in the call
Oh my
where we were?
God.
Oh, was this the one where we were
You're
talking
like,
about
homelessness
During the alien pussy thing.
alien pussy. Yes, yes. Did we discuss that again?
No,
Oh no.
not, but
No need.
yeah. Oh my God,
I wasn't there, and I'm sad about it.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
I-
Yeah, it's my second most viewed clip. My
Oh
second most.
God,
Nice.
I wonder if my name is on live stream fills.
that's so funny.
Oh!
Yeah, all the time.
Is it not, or is it?
No, I don't have a clip.
That's
I wasn't nearly controversial enough.
that's so funny that I didn't know that got on live stream fails. I had no fucking. That's.
It was like
great.
one of 2 clips I had that went on live stream fail during that era.
I mean, like, Minecon is weird, right? Because the whole entire thing with Minecon was that they live streamed everything. So like, you were going, and I mean, what the main audience is like kids, obviously. So kids are going up and asking questions. Shut up. Is that your fucking speaker button? Is that your button?
No.
Okay, I hate you. I fucking
you piece
hate
of
you.
shit. You fucking piece of shit. I'll kill you, AntVenom.
But
You.
no, but I mean, Minecon is.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah,
Keep this up, and I'm
Minecon
playing copyrighted music.
Minecon is like predominantly kids, so kids ask the crazy questions and things like that. So like, of course it. Like, what's his name? Super Kai 64. Yeah, Super Kai 64.
I wonder what Super Kai is doing nowadays.
I don't.
What the fuck is that?
The dedicated
He's the
wham
guy
kid.
who did that.
Dedicated wham.
Okay, so the guy who did the dedicated wham for a server, like the video, he's wearing a sign that has his name above his head after Minecraft.
Oh, this guy. The
Denotated
Yes,
wham.
correct.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing a long time ago his fucking Twitch got like banned or something, and I thought like, what did you do?
What did Super Kai do?
Wait a minute. As of 2020, Kai is 19 years old.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he was like, what, 12 at Minecon?
I'm
2013?
can I say-
2020 now?
Can I cut in here real quick for just
No.
like a quick note? Ha ha ha. So like, I just cannot wait for like, I don't know, fucking a future Minecon to take place, and they take questions and AntVenom's up there, and then somebody just goes up there and is like,
So
"So
like dick
AntVenom,
and
what-
balls.
either that or you like alien pussy?"
No,
Oh,
I think
That
it'd
would
the
be bad if
funniest
they
shit.
actually did that, like while it was streamed. It's like,
It'd be bad. I don't condone any actions, but
I don't condone any
I'm
actions.
not
but I
gonna
would
lie,
probably do
it will
that.
make me laugh.
now, if someone straight up and like, if someone who had a deep voice, for example, who like they had a look where you wouldn't expect a
like
deep voice, just came out
alien
on the mic and went,
Coochie.
"You like dick and balls?" Like if
no,
they
it's
just did
gotta
that,
be
I
the
would
alien
apply to
pussy.
that. But the alien pussy, that might be a little bit much.
Well,
10 years, man. That's all it's gonna take. 10 years. Schlatt's gonna go up there and be like, "Hey, AntVenom, you killed my wife. Do you remember that, Ant?
Something funny stall joke.
You get what you fucking deserve." No.
Oh my god!
Stall.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
it's
Going Joker over
Where's
here.
the punchline?
Where's the
Jokey
punchline
trickster
as he
mode.
pulls out the gun? It's like,
yeah,
fuck.
no.
Wait, where's the? Oh shit!
There,
All right, this is getting bad now. I don't want to keep mentioning
Minecon-
guns in Minecon.
Minecon. It's so unfortunate that festival got canceled because.
It really is.
I was gonna go to
'cause-
TwitchCon anyways. I think.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of
wasn't.
us probably
Actually,
were gonna-
wait.
Well, and
You two are going to Minecon, right?
I had no idea yet. I
If
hadn't.
Mike was probably going to TwitchCon, like every
Oh, yeah,
indication suggested he
remember.
was, but I was going to Minecon.
We found out Fit was going to Minecon, and
Mhm.
everyone was like, "Yo, I'm actually about to just."
He's in like
fucking skip
Minecon's back
TwitchCon, bro."
door. He's
Yeah.
like right there. He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's true,
I don't know how
actually.
many miles, but he lives in Florida.
Do you think he'd get a panel? Probably not, because it's 2p2t, huh?
I mean,
Honestly,
it depends on his approach. Like his approach on YouTube, like he could vary, like a lot of what he can do, it could be family friendly, you know. So he could totally do a panel
True.
like
I
that.
was especially
Like
gonna.
maybe he shouldn't take
My-
Q&A.
My
Yeah.
favorite clip of it was of like his content. I never really sat down and watched a Fit video. I'm sorry to say, but
really, Fitz
really
shit
good.
is
I've also
All
I
really
also
good.
never finished a tribute to Minecraft, so kill me. Either
I
way.
mean, you didn't miss out
Wow.
on a tribute to Minecraft, but a Fit video.
Yeah,
That is actually
I
good
remember
content.
seeing a clip a bit ago though on Twitter where like Fit was talking about entering like a house on 2v2t, and then it just cuts to like text that says, "I cut this part out because there were like swastikas and hentai everywhere."
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitts and pinwheels. Yeah,
it was just so funny to me. Just that cut.
No, fucking. There's a lot of like his content is amazing. I love Fitz content. Like me and
I've watched it before. I just never finished a video. I don't think
it was so funny because at TwitchCon before we like even outside of TwitchCon because me Fit and Ant we all hung out.
Yeah, you guys were
for most of TwitchCon actually.
Yeah, and we that beef. So I look in the chat and I just see a picture of Fit. But we. Of course, the audience has no idea. Maybe Fit.
No, you're editing this.
I was about to say Fit will just be the thumbnail. Like,
oh yeah, that'll be click. Yeah, they click it for Fit and just get AntVenom. Like,
the last one is like slowly like zooming out from the Michael Jackson. It can just slowly zoom out from his chin.
No, make it zoom out from like the fucking drink he has.
The slow reveal that we're talking about Fit. But anyway, so I mean, like he was super fucking cool, and just like I don't know, like hearing him talk about 2B2T, like in a not, I guess, content setting was super interesting, and
yeah, he talks a lot calmer in person.
Oh,
than,
he totally
does on stream.
Well, it's
kicked my ass in Smash.
Oh, that
was like the only time I've ever had fun in Smash.
I actually have a story. You know, like when we took the train to San Diego for TwitchCon. And
I wasn't on that train.
I was there, Dink.
Yeah,
yes.
but it was with Poke, Burren, and James. And Burren and me, we took like a few cookies too many. And
I was there. I recorded it.
I was like, when we arrived at their Airbnb, where also Fit was, I was already fucked. I was dying inside.
Can I just cut in there? Sorry, do you need to continue, Dink?
No, go on.
Yeah, can I just cut in to say that like Dink and James both flew in. Like they probably had what, like 13-hour flights or some shit.
By the way,
yeah, but I flew in 1 day earlier.
We really
Dink
are
here,
doing the podcast where Luna feels left out again.
Yeah, good. I don't care.
Oh no, I'm good.
And Dink takes those cookies, right? So not only is he just, bonkered from the flight, he's also bonkered from the cookie. And then when we get freaking off the train, Michael calls us and is like, "Yo, where are you? Come over right now." Well, we're all just fucking dead and tired. We're like, "Fine, we'll come." Fuck this guy, by the way.
And I just sat down there. I couldn't talk. My mouth wasn't like,
dude,
I couldn't move my mouth. I wanted to add something to the conversation all the time.
My favorite
I couldn't
moments.
move my mouth. It was not.
My favorite moments is just the journey we took to get to San Diego. That was just so much fun. I love you guys.
But
actually, I only love you, Dink. I only love you because you're the only one here that was on the train.
But one person, Fit, was also there, and he was just staring at me. He was staring at me the whole time, and he was just staring at me and laughing his ass off.
Dude, for real though, TwitchCon was like probably my favorite convention I've ever gone to. Like out of all of them.
Amazing. That was amazing.
Out of all of them. It was really unexpected too for me.
I've gone to 2 conventions so far, Twitch and PAX, and so far TwitchCon is definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah. Well, and
it's not that con, it's the friends you made along the way.
There's only like one PAX that stood out to me, and I think that was like PAX West in 2012 because we were all new to this. And that was like our convention of choice before.
It's just that there was more people really to talk to in terms of like TwitchCon.
I heard.
I thought you were about to say we were all nude.
I heard nude too. I was like,
we were all nude.
No, we were all new to the. Geez.
No, but I heard nude as well. I was like, okay, like
you want some man ass?
But speaking of which, Ant, that was my first time sleeping with anyone. It was with you at
Context, bro.
Nah, this is the right
so no,
context.
actually, let's set this context because I think this is a good story.
I think we did talk about.
I'll try to explain this one best as I can.
Last time.
No, yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But so there was a situation that came up. So I paid for both Mike and me to go to TwitchCon and stay at this Airbnb.
Come on.
And well, no, let me.
Oh, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Oh, shut up!
You do. You do. You're a Chad. You totally deserve to.
Fuck. Anyway,
What?
I'm going to self-mute post.
So there was not like enough rooms for everyone, but like we knew that there was a couch that was like a folded out to a bed or whatever, and Mike was gonna sleep on that, and I was gonna have the room. And then there was a situation that came up that resulted in Mike having to bring his girlfriend along. They were originally not gonna be staying at the B&B with us, but she did. Which was fine. So I gave them the bedroom because it's like what kind of a guy would I be to force the two of them to stay on the couch bed? Right. Yeah. And then have
J-Mac, Michael, and his
So I gave them the room and I stayed on the couch. Actually, it was pretty comfortable. It's like the only time I've ever been able to comfortably sleep on my back. Yeah. But one of the nights we had 3 people on the couch, so we actually had the couch bed out, and it was Beef who was sleeping right next to me. So yeah.
The thing with that, with the whole like sleeping thing, in our B&B, I paid for the whole like thing. I think there was a few maybe that gave me a bit, but I paid for roughly
$200 for it.
Yeah, Dink I think was the only one that actually paid for it. I could be wrong on that.
Oh my god!
But then it was like the case. Well, I mean, it's not. It's. I'm not even mad about it.
And I had to sleep on the floor, motherfucker.
That wasn't my decision. You should have talked to James.
But I was sick and had to sleep on the floor.
You should have talked to James then. But yeah,
you cannot talk to this person. He doesn't. He doesn't function.
Can I talk here, Dink?
No.
You gotta keep interrupting.
Have the conch go ahead.
Yeah. I like halfway through, not even like halfway through, like I think like a couple days of just sleeping. I think it was on the couch at first. I kind of had a moment where I was like, why the fuck am I sleeping on the couch? Like, I paid for most of this shit. Like, give me the bed, you fucking cunt. Get out of there.
So did I.
Yeah, it's like... Well, yeah, but that's the thing. There was no moment where one of them had a girlfriend or anything there. Otherwise, I would have totally understood. Otherwise, fuck them.
Yeah,
fuck you.
That situation...
Fuck you, Menace. I will serve you with... Wait, what?
That situation was crazy. Also, it wasn't a bad... it wasn't a bad... situation, but like we kept adding people to the B&B at like the last second.
Awesome.
So like we were like yeah, there's fucking 5 of us, that'll work. Okay, now there's 7. Okay, now there's 8. Now there's 9. Now it's like, oh my god.
I think we planned at like 8 or 9 originally, and we and then we ended up at like based 12, on the amount 13. Of rooms and couch space, we're like, okay, that'll work. And then I think we added on like 3
Big
or 4
Mike. Big Mike.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse, dude. Because
it was awesome.
James and I at one point were planning on using that B&B.
Ours?
It could have been a lot worse, yeah.
Oh no! Oh, 100%, yeah. Because you guys were going to be staying with us, and then you guys left. Yeah, I mean,
thank God we didn't.
No, 100%. Yeah, like no, it was super fun though. I mean, did I tell the story about the gas leak? I don't remember. Yes, you have. Yeah, he fucking.
Oh, did AntVenom not hear this?
No,
let me
never
explain.
heard it. Yeah.
So at our B&B, I guess I must have been cooking something before we left for the con. And when we got back home after at night, the whole place just smelled like gas, just reeked of gas.
No.
And I was just sitting there like, does it smell like gas to anybody else? And they're like, yeah. And I checked. It's like, oh shit, the gas is on the whole day. I was like, nobody light a match or we will die.
Which literally, and I made this joke last podcast, but fucking there was a few people who were smoking that good Mary Jane in yours.
Yeah.
God forbid they would have actually lit a fucking match.
Well, we were outside.
No. And like, theirs was inside. It was the fucking
stove. Okay. No, that's
no.
No.
You never got to see our B&B, did you, Mike?
No, I never did. I heard it was
asshole.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yo, you take the Uber to our place. Yo.
Well, ours fucking was Party Central, and yours had a couch.
Great.
It had like one. Yeah, it had like one room. It sucked.
Yeah, it
was cozy though. At some point I was thinking about maybe renting it.
Wait. So, but the thing is, there was a chance we wouldn't have gotten that B&B if Mike was the one in charge, because Mike over here is like, oh, this B&B is a good deal, and then we all collectively are like, Mike, it's in Tijuana.
Oh yeah,
Mexico.
That's right. Fucking. So well, no, but Airbnb's fucking website is stupid. Like you'll fucking stupid. No, motherfucker. You'll literally because okay. So in my defense, the way that it's set up is Airbnb. If you fucking type in like I want a place in Amsterdam with 15 beds, like let's say hypothetically 15 fucking beds, if it can't find one in Amsterdam, it just shows you the closest one, even if it's like 5 states away. So it's like so the fucking problem with it is I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, this is cool, and fucking it doesn't help because everywhere in California has a fucking Spanish name. Like,
whoa,
so you're just
what
like,
the heck?
Wow.
so you're just shut the fuck up.
I mean,
I'm
it used to be Mexican,
But-
so
but
I
you-
mean, you're not wrong.
But you sit there.
Don't worry, guys. They give you the pass.
But you, no, but you sit there and you're like looking at it. So you look quickly. You see Tijuana. You don't think anything of it because everything has a fucking weird ass like Spanish origin name wise. So like you see that, you sit there, you're like, oh, this has fucking 15 beds. This is great, and it's $800 cheaper than this fucking piece of shit. Like, so in my defense, yes, we would have ended up in Tijuana, but we also would have had a great time. No,
No, you wouldn't have.
In Tijuana.
That'd be like a 5-hour Uber to the con, bro. What do you say?
no, Tijuana's not that far.
Tijuana's, I think, like an hour
I was gonna
south.
say, yeah, people.
Yeah, but I
there-
mean,
there were-
also crossing the border would take like 4 hours additionally.
I was.
Depends.
No, I wouldn't imagine it.
It actually doesn't take that long to cross the border.
I had seen
crossing the border.
I had seen I had seen that some people at TwitchCon were actually staying in Tijuana because
That's based.
Awesome.
yeah,
That's
well,
based
yeah,
in
it's
Tijuana
like,
pilled.
it's like
Based on what?
Based on your fucking man-ass, you stupid bitch.
I feel like that'd be fucking crazy fun though. Eventually. Yeah, like I don't know. We crossed the border, not clickbait.
Wait a minute, Michael.
It's just like
Pretty
handing
good.
somebody your passport. Like,
We got dropped, no clickbait.
I'm so sad Amsterdam fell through.
Yeah, that's-
yeah.
I climbed over the wall.
Dude, fucking Amsterdam was definitely gonna be fun, but man, my God, it's just these podcasts are sad. It's just, I'm sorry, no Amsterdam. But
I just don't care, Michael. I'm saying it right now. I just don't give a fuck.
I do like, okay, hypothetically though, like let's say San Diego doesn't get canceled. Are we doing San Diego?
Hypothetically.
Probably.
I would want
Probably,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel
If
It
it's
wouldn't
not
be that
canceled,
bad.
yes, for sure.
I feel like it'd be fun. I think Twitch is gonna like hold off on selling tickets until
Why
the
don't we
last
do-
possible second though.
Right, it's either going to be
As
tickets
long-
launch today or it's canceled today.
Yeah.
Probably the
Either
way mine's
as long
done.
as partners get a free or not free ticket, but you know they get a they get a for sure like, hey, you guys are for sure like have access to tickets and whatnot.
Well,
Then
no,
I'll be fine.
that's how they did it with Amsterdam too.
'Cause fuck the affiliates, fuck those guys.
Fuck you.
Fuck you,
They should give me like a partner plus badge because I've been a partner for like 9 years.
Well, I've been a partner for like a year.
I thought it was so funny because fucking Dan, whenever he jumped on SMP Live for the first time, I was trying to help him out with his Twitch setup, right? And
Yeah.
and next thing I know is I go over to his fucking
You mean
live stream.
caveman, right?
Yeah, caveman film. Sorry, I go over to his fucking live stream and he's got the verified button, but he doesn't have a subscription button.
Oh
And I
yeah,
was
that's
like-
the classic
I was like,
contract.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can't sub to you. He's like, well, yeah, you can. All you gotta do is hit the little heart icon. And he fucking thought like subscribers were followers. I was like, what the fuck? And I like look at his shit. I'm like, you don't have a sub button. What the? And I found out recently, I think it's Jesse Cox. If you can, you can.
He said the word. He said the funny.
Well, no,
He's a clock.
I guess.
said Jesse.
I guess what's super fucking interesting is you can subscribe to Jesse Cox on Twitch for only $3 because his contract is old. But on top of being able to sub to him for only $3, you get a lifetime sub.
What?
What?
His contract is so fucking old that it's only $3 and you get a lifetime sub to him for only $3 fucking dollars.
Oh my God, you're right.
He's never,
one-time purchase, $3.
and he's never ever changed his shit. But like, and me and Sly were talking
I feel like I
about
should
it.
sub just because.
I know it's cool as fuck. Like, But so me and Sly were talking about it. I was like, that's got to be like the coolest fucking pull like ever. And like I was like, I bet he makes like mad money on that. And then Sly was like, I bet he doesn't. And I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like,
yeah, no,
well,
he probably doesn't.
It's like a one-time sub. I was like, fuck. Like, and I don't know his split on that, so I don't know if he gets the full $3. I don't know if he gets whatever. But like, all I know is that's like the original OG sub partner Twitch contract.
What's the deal with sub tokens?
It's
oh, I know why that is.
Yeah, you go.
So there's a weird sort of clause in Apple's terms of service in terms of spending money using, you know, an Apple phone. So like you can't like pay for it directly, or you can, but there's like a substantial upcharge. So what they do is they sell you these sub tokens to make it seem like not as bad as it is.
But it's
similar to when like you know you're similar to when you buy bits, right? And like $1 worth of bits costs you $1.40.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of the same thing. Except like, with subs.
Is the split the same or is the split different? Like because it's $6.
The split for you is the same. The
you still get whatever it is in your contract.
So
each
hypothetically,
sub.
If you get 50%,
it's the user that pays more.
You get 50%. The problem with it is Apple demands 20% of everything that's sold.
Apple.
So that yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, because they're a bunch of pieces of shit.
Yeah, fuck Steve Jobs. Who's Steve Jobs?
Oh my god.
Ligma balls.
Ligma balls.
But they.
Who's calling? Who is that?
But they do that because
Hey, do one of you live in Long Beach by chance?
No,
I'm not calling it.
That's where my second house is.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But
Beef, thanks for letting me borrow your Lambo.
Thanks for letting me borrow your lamp, Beef. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry I crashed it.
Sorry you crashed the lamp? What?
No, the Lambo.
But I don't fuck. Speaking of,
Mary had a little Lambo.
God.
What are you saying, Mike?
So I've been thinking about this for like a few months now, and I don't know why. You said Lambo, and it immediately made me think of it. I was watching clips of Jackass today on YouTube. Why the fuck has that not been brought to YouTube? Like, why the fuck has somebody not?
Oh, like
did
clips?
that? Not clips.
I think
like,
there was that for a bit. I actually think there's some kind of clause somewhere in YouTube's terms of service about self-harm. That's like really strict. I think there was like a very short amount of time there was an uprising of content like that. Like it happened when the prank content, you know, came up, right? Mm-hmm. People pulling pranks on others or pranks on themselves, and YouTube kind of shut that down. I think it was right around the time they shut Leafy down too.
I want a platform. I want a platform where like you can just find content like Jackass on YouTube. Like I wish that shit would happen. I wish that would come back. There just needs to be like a YouTube After Dark, like afterdark.youtube.com. Yeah,
RedTube.
Not a bad idea.
No,
no beef.
Yo, if you're watching at home, if you want to see our private content, just go to our page on RedTube.
Just go on Life Leak.
Mike, I was gonna say there is a website for that. It's called World Star Hip Hop, I think.
Don't go on Live Leak. Don't go on Live Leak.
There's fucking there's like it. I know. It's funny that you say like the RedTube thing. Fucking Couch Hop.
I was on there yesterday.
Yeah. I just was just browsing the web now. Fucking Couch Hop for a minute. They would upload videos that YouTube wouldn't like. They'd get taken down, and so they had a YouPorn account, and they would just upload their fucking content that got taken down on YouTube onto YouPorn, and YouPorn would like fucking retweet it.
Oh my god!
Like you want to see these guys play insert video game here? Here you go.
Can you imagine all the confused middle-aged dudes that follow YouPorn? Just like, what is the? Why are they?
You see it on the recommended feed on the front page of YouPorn.
Fucking Krinios had, I think, like the funniest tweet ever a few days ago. I guess somebody like 4 or 5 weeks ago posted a comment on some Pornhub video like, why does this guy sound like Krinios? that someone fucking like found it and sent it to Ryan.
I'm just wondering because that's such a like. How did someone find that?
I want to watch it. I want to just for the education.
Okay, beef.
Just because I want to,
It's
Yeah.
it's funny as hell though.
Another example of this weird stand stuff.
No.
Guys, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, something just really came up real quick.
Okay, do we need to end the podcast or like?
Just keep going.
Okay,
I'll talk to you guys later.
Love you. Bye bye.
Okay, love you.
It's okay. Bye bye.
What a bitch.
What a fucking no. We're like 8 minutes to an hour anyway, so I mean it doesn't fucking matter. We could just keep chatting and shit.
Yeah.
No, fucking it is like I would love to see that come to YouTube though. I would love to see
Porn?
Yeah, just porn. Like I don't know, fucking. I think like the closest thing that we have to it is Steve-O. Weirdly, like because like his content on YouTube is fucking phenomenally funny. Like it's it. Can I say right now though, him being sober, thank fuck. Like
Oh yeah, I've seen a documentary of like Steve-O back when like shit was bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like fucking crazy.
Saw the video, I think, where he described like what being on each drug was like.
Oh yes,
like and how him being sober now, like how he feels about that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Fucking Burn. Oh, what's up?
Hi.
No,
we're in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah,
How are you?
Oh, I've just come. Oh, I'll stay for the end then. I have come to.
Okay. No, fucking yeah.
You missed all the juicy bits. We all got canceled today.
Yeah, we all.
That's badass.
We all said the N-word. Do you want to say it?
No.
Yeah, Burn, say it. Say it. No. Just like,
that's how we can end the podcast. We all count down. We all say it.
We just
don't say it. If you chicken out.
That would be like the
you're
most.
Out of the team.
Can I just say that'd be like the most fucked up way to like trick somebody into saying like the N-word? Like, yeah, no, Burn. We all said it. Like now it's your turn. You just
a
got
little bit
here.
of peer pressure.
Well, like just be fucked. No, it is crazy though. Oh shit. Hold on.
That's so me.
Hey, viewers, we're gonna pause the podcast for 15 seconds. We'll be right back with after this short message.
Outro.
After this short message from Honey. No, I'm joking. All right, we are back.
No, we're not.
We're back. If you were paying attention, Burn is now here. So yes, Poke had to leave for a minute, so we're good. Poke is back, but he's muted. He's fixing something. But anyway,
he had to change diapers, guys. It's okay.
He's finally fixing his life.
No, anyway,
I'd never do that.
Anyway, but yeah. So while we were off topic, I don't even know what the fuck we were, or while we were now off recording, we were discussing other shit. I don't know what we were talking about before.
The Third Testament.
No. Like I don't know what we were talking about before we.
I don't remember
break,
either.
Does that matter in comparison to the Third Testament?
People are gonna be fucking pissed though. Like we were probably telling the most interesting fucking story, and they're like, no, please, finish the story.
We'll answer it in the comments of wherever this is or something on Twitter.
Yeah,
Mike will give me access to the YouTube channel, and I will type anything that needs to be said.
But anyway, but so we were while we were off recording, we were discussing like old YouTube for a minute, and I kind of wanted to hit on it anyway, but we never got around to it. So
because of like some demonetization thing, we're all like, thanks, Susan, and I'm like, no, let's thank Chad and Steve, because I think those are the two names of the original guys who founded YouTube, along with Jaweed, with like that elephant with really long trunks video, like. Dude, I remember when they were super active on the YouTube platform. Like, that's how far back I go. Like, my first YouTube account, PTCH0T, PTC Hot, predates
is
Google
that
buying
how that's
YouTube.
said? Hold on.
No, PTC is
Also,
just a
you were
weird
right.
shortening of the word protocol, and HOT 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 was the name of the clan I was with on Tony Hawk at the time. So
I never fucking knew it was PTC Hot. I just figured it was another acronym or something.
No, well, PTC is the acronym. But anyways, so that channel predates Google buying YouTube. So I'm legit like a boomer on this platform. I've actually been like, I'm not quite at half of my life spent on this platform yet, but I'm very close.
I am.
I've been there.
And that's fucking crazy. I signed up as Michael McChill over 12 years ago
I think actually my my 16-year anniversary on YouTube is like this month. It is this month.
God
damn.
Yeah, April
in the
28th,
time that you've done
2006.
that, I've went through middle school, high school, and started and dropped out of college.
So no, never mind. My 14-year anniversary. I said 16. My 14-year anniversary is at the end of this month.
Still a long.
Wow.
No, it's fucked because I remember watching AntVenom's 1 mil video. I know where I was when I watched it. I was at my grandma's house playing Minecraft on a really shitty Dell laptop, and I was watching his 1 mil video.
I love the way you said that, by the way. Like that was like your 9/11. Like I know where I was. And
Oh my god,
like,
dude!
I
You can't say that on YouTube.
And the YouTube channel has been shadow demonetized. We will never get sponsors.
I just remember like. I think the earliest I remember watching Minecraft and doing all that, like people like Ant and all the other like old ass Minecraft YouTuber people
old ass
was
he's a day over 70. Leave him alone.
It was back when the YouTube app was still like the little TV, like the like yellow
broadcast yourself.
Yeah. Like the app for it was just it was
I remember dude.
I might still have.
I remember when they got rid of that on the logo. There was legit like most people were mad. They're like, "Well, here it goes. YouTube's going corporate." And honestly, they were not wrong.
No. Luna's talking the fucking on the early like iPhone how the icon was a TV and not a.
I'm gonna find a picture of it.
Yeah, because it was an app that came with iOS actually.
That is still roughly around the same time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The broadcaster self. It's fucking. It is so interesting because, and I mean, especially on Twitch, people. Oh my God, Burn just put it in the fucking.
Yeah. That's the icon. That's it.
That was the YouTube icon.
Whoever edits
I think
this,
that was
put it
back
on the
when
screen.
YouTube had the stars rating system.
Yes.
Oh
my
God.
5
I
stars.
remember YouTubers being like, if you like this video, give me a 5-star rate. All that stuff. I remember that shit.
No.
Okay, so you know what? In 5 years, here's the like. If people want a comparison as to what it feels like to actually be a boomer, so. Right now, we're nostalgic about the 5-star system. In 5 years, they're going to be nostalgic about annotations.
Oh my God.
Which only just recently went away, but in 5 years, they'll be where we are now.
There's no way that fucking was a recent thing. When did those go away? Because that
Recent-ish,
feels like...
It's been over a year
I was
since
gonna
we've been
say,
using
it's been like
them.
a year or two or something like that. That's
right, so in 5
crazy.
years, it'll have been 6 years, and like they'll be like, I remember annotations. And
Only 90s
and then the next generation will be calling them boomers. They're next.
And do you, and I don't know if anybody else here would remember, but I know you would. Do you remember when people made videos where they would fill the entire screen with channels who commented that they would sub for sub with annotations? And
I don't think so, because I never got involved in the sub for sub scene.
No, it wasn't.
I just got lucky
He has
to make my channel back in the day.
It was that people in the RuneScape community did that, and like it was really dumb. I never ever fucking did it, but it was this thing where okay, so you know how back in the day YouTube didn't have a limit on annotations that could be on screen?
Yeah.
So people filled the screen from fucking like top to bottom with like 3 pixel by 3 pixels of people's like it looked like the $1 Million homepage, but with channels that you could fucking go to and
all right, here's a question.
For sub. Yeah.
Do you remember, like, there was a very brief period of time where you could create a link to give to other people and they could add annotations onto your videos?
Yes!
I think I remember that.
My God, I remember
Dude,
that.
and like there are some
Christ.
videos where they just make it public until basically the video would crash. I actually remember when annotations first came out, you could, I think, make them appear like to the to be frame accurate. And someone, I remember this was right at the end of the YouTube homepage having a featured section that was good. And someone created an orchestra out of the annotations where like as their arms would move, like annotations would like move with them or something.
Mystery Guitar Man.
Was it Mystery Guitar Man? Really?
Oh, dude.
Oh my God. I forgot.
He was on the front line of that shit.
Dude, Mystery Guitar. That dude like evolved. He's like a director now.
Yes, and it's so funny because God forbid the YouTube messaging system still fucking worked. I literally would still have the message that he sent me saying, "Hey Michael, I would love for you to check out my channel and consider subscribing."
Oh my God.
And like it's the funniest fucking shit.
I would still have the message from Machinima saying, "Yo, we like your content. We want to pay you to do it." I got that. I got that via a YouTube message.
A YouTube message.
That's how I became partnered with Machinima.
Because you probably didn't even have a business email at that point. It probably was just like that shit's so funny, man. Like the landscape has evolved so much. Like
back when Machinima was good.
Well, yeah.
Back when Machinima existed.
Back when Machinima was paying people $8 CPM on any.
I feel like when people say back when Machinima was good, they really just mean red versus blue because that's all anyone fucking cared about.
Machinima, okay.
Name me another Machinima series.
I can describe exactly when Machinima got bad, but it would take some digging for me to remember exactly when this was. But it was when they moved out of that like that semi-ghetto office they were working out of and went into like a new office that was basically a giant hallway. Like anyone who knows Machinima, there'll be like 5 people who watch this who do. To me, that's when they kind of got bad because then like you couldn't communicate with anyone over there, and yeah, there was no. That's just when I got bad. I'm like a boomer reminiscing over a YouTube network, but
speaking of YouTube networks, you guys remember Screw Attack?
I
think they're still around, but it was really Death Battles and AVGN that people cared about.
I still have the Screw Attack Too Hot for TV DVD that has name tags on it. You remember that guy Pro Jared? Yeah, I've been following him since like 2009. I've got name tags season 2 episode 1. That ain't even on the internet.
Screw Attack is still around, and they
I don't. No, they're not.
No, Screw Attack is around. Yes, Screw Attack is around. They worked with fucking Rooster Teeth like last year. They were partnered with Rooster Teeth.
There's an article that came out on February 5th that they're gone.
I'm gonna
they're gone. Like that. Like there's Death Rattle still, but that's it. Or Death Battle, but otherwise Screw Attack is gone.
No, Death Battle's on Rooster Teeth. Is Screw Attack dead? Screw Attack may be gone.
Yeah, Screw Attack became defunct last year on February 4th. Like, I remember when that got announced because I remember seeing Craig Skitmus's tweet about it because I used to follow him a lot.
I remember. Okay, my bad. Okay, I know for whatever reason, I was playing Rocket League last night, and for like the first time in forever, and there's a Screw Attack fucking topper, and I was like, oh, there's like the reason with it was because fucking Rooster Teeth bought them and shit like that, or because they went out and bought a bunch of YouTube channels. They bought like Creatures, and then Cow Chop fucking split from Creatures, and then they bought Cow Chop. They bought everything. Screw Attack.
Well, Craig, Sean, Brian, and Parker actually broke away from Screw Attack to start Game Attack, which is now independent of or no, wait, never mind. The channel is still part of Rooster Teeth, but Screw Attack's gone, but Game Attack is still a thing.
It's really fucking weird. Like they had so much shit. Kind of funny. That's who it was as well. Kind of funny. Creature Hub, Game Attack. Oh no, Game Attack is even former. Game Attack doesn't even work with them anymore. Sugar Pine 7, all those guys. Like they bought Rooster Teeth bought Sugar. I think
Sugar Pine 7 was like amazing for like the brief amount of time they were super popular. Like they never got bad, but it was exhausting to keep up with Sugar Pine 7.
Well, Sugar Pine 7 was also what's his fucking face? MLG Hunt from
MLG Hunt. Like I was I remember that because I used to record with that dude. It was great.
Remember back when he did all the fucking animations and shit? Wasn't he putting that shit out like fucking constantly?
He would do it like once a week and shit. Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Like that. That's the thing. Like I mean, I don't know if Ant feels the same way, but like me, I mean, so much of I think that style of shit started with weirdly like the RuneScape community, because before MLG Hunt there was KK Comics, and and KK Comics fucking
Wait.
no wait what
KK Comics.
Yeah.
What if you write comics with a K?
No. No.
Wow, bro, you can't say that on YouTube.
KK Comics though, he was crazy, and he would do that shit well before being paid was even a thing. Like he was doing it just because he wanted to do it, and then the Machinima program jumped in, and I remember it was so funny because like legitimately you were, and I don't think it's weird to say this, you were the first person probably in the entire RuneScape community, aside from Tanoob Show, to not only get paid, but to also make it out alive. Like you.
Well, I wouldn't have though, but then like, no, legit, I get partnered for my good RuneScape content, and then like Minecraft, like the people at Machinima are already kind of sick of Minecraft. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start a Minecraft Let's Play. They're just kind of like, all right. Well, but then I start like what at the time was actually iconic, which I didn't
for
know.
The Golden Apple, yeah.
No, legit. If I recall, my thought with Hunt for the Golden Apple when I made it was nobody's doing a goal-oriented Let's Play. I believe that may have been one of the very first goal-oriented Minecraft Let's Plays, and now they're all over the place.
I mean, that's
right?
how
But that was
personally. That's how I found AntVenom, was through the Golden Apple series,
and it only took me like 4 years to find one.
Well,
in that series.
Well, I mean, hey,
it happened.
Rather get it on episode 3000 than episode 1 and it go nowhere.
Well, I found it on a live stream actually. Like it was on Black Friday in 2015. I remember that because I remember it's in my video that I made about it.
Yep.
And like, because I started live streaming it, so I could do like 2-3 hours at a time instead of like 20 minutes. And found it on like it was like episode 6 of the live stream.
Wasn't it like chest number 3 or something for that live stream? Like it was so fucking.
I think it was chest number 6.
Oh, okay. It's
or dungeon number 6 of that live stream. It was a ridiculous episode.
It's so interesting because I mean, like you made it out of the fucking RuneScape community, and the moment that you made it out, I think everybody because people was the whole entire thing back in the day was on YouTube. Being a partner wasn't even like about getting paid. It was the fucking banner. And the banner was
my
God.
Oh, I remember that. I remember when I got that banner, dude.
Well, in the
dude,
I remember that. I still have my first hang on, let me find it. I'll throw it in our aptly named man ass chat.
But the thing with it is though is that it wasn't even, and maybe this is where this is weird, it wasn't even about getting paid. It was the status symbol of having the banner.
Oh yeah.
And so whenever you got that, people were like, "Oh, he didn't." Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I remember. Yeah, that fucking that simple goddamn fucking banner, and I love it.
Yeah, it felt so good.
It literally says, "This is a temporary banner." LOL. Like fucking you
with the Machinima logo in there, like just repping them and everything.
Yeah, well,
because they were good back then.
Well, and I'll put this on the Team Chunk Air Twitter, by the way, for people, like just so you can see what we're talking about.
Sure.
But so it's crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah. Well, no, and that was the thing.
Remember that one?
And that was the fucking moment that Machinima Network Realm Director, like that was the peak. Like that was the fucking
the moment. I was the first one of those two to hit 1 million subs. That felt pretty good.
No, and that's what I mean. You like, because I remember sitting in so many calls with you and just having those conversations of like what the fuck, like what is that, what's that step like after, because I don't know, man, I hung out with you for forever and shit like that, and I remember seeing you jump on YouTube, and then right after you jumped on YouTube and we're doing, or not YouTube, but on Minecraft, doing Minecraft, right after you jumped on Minecraft, everybody and their fucking mother jumped on Minecraft, and I mean the only reason I hopped on Minecraft was because you had a server, and I was good
I
friends.
still have that map.
Yeah, and I was good friends with Sky and Mythzan and Jesus Christ, all those people. And
Ty got in contact with me, and I told him about that map. The guy on there named Crazy Mage.
Really?
And his mind was blown. It's like, oh my god, you have that map?
Yeah. Well, and I remember playing on there, and that was the thing that got me into Minecraft, like that moment. And you know,
I still have screenshots of the day that map was made.
Oh
dude.
yeah, I mean, it's so funny because I mean,
nobody has any idea.
No, yeah, well, and it's so funny just because Minecraft was in its infancy at the time, and I don't think any of us saw the potential that you did in it. Because
I don't know if I saw potential, because at the time I felt I was late. I just knew that I was legitimately enjoying the game a lot. Like in my second ever Minecraft video that's still on the AntVenom channel, the AntVenom channel. Yeah. Literally, because that's what my original name was, not AntVenom. AntVenom was a suggestion by Xbox Live because AntVenom was taken. I said I'm not turning this into a series. I'm really not. And 3,000 videos later, like hello.
Well, and that's kind of why like it cracked me up, because you know there's no fucking secret. I was a fan of your stuff. Anyway, I was a fan of your stuff. Well, yeah, I was just no. He made RuneScape music videos. I made fucking RuneScape videos or RuneScape music videos. Then he also made. I mean, motherfucker, you were the first person to use a green screen on a RuneScape video.
RuneScape, yeah.
And I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
It's still crazy to me because it was such an obvious idea.
Well, no, yeah, and none of us thought to do it. And like that's kind of what I mean. Like you've always been at the forefront of like pushing.
Oh my god, I have the date. I have the screenshot. Yeah.
Of what, the green screen?
It was the of that server that we're talking about that we all started. It was exactly 9 years and 1 month ago.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you want to know? All right. So we were talking about the banners and stuff earlier, right?
No.
So way back when, with my old channel before this one and everything, I had basically worked and done all that I could to get partnered, do all that wonderful stuff, and eventually I got it right. 2 months later,
Cosmic Panda.
2 months later, they changed it to where we're at now, basically.
Oh,
one channel.
One channel, yeah.
Yep. Do you know how pissed I was? I finally got that shit.
I'd have been pissed,
like, okay, we're
changing. No, and that's what happened to me too. Yeah, I was on Complicated Comedy. I had just gotten partner, and then yeah, they fucking took that away, and I was so fucking mad because there wasn't even like a partner verified button or anything like that. Like it wasn't like like there was no not to say like there was no status symbol. There was no status symbol. So like I remember what my network did was they sent out a badge that you could put in the banner, and I was like, fucking everybody can Photoshop that. Like, it's like that's not fucking
verified
special.
YouTube partner.
Like, I remember also though back in the day, and I remember I had partners on my ass in the RuneScape community. Back in the day, you could, and I mean, Ant, you'll remember this shit. Do you remember where you know how you could like change the button placement of your thing? So like you could have your About Me section always to the left.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could have like your comments down and your playlist and all that.
Yep.
Do you remember the log.zip thing where he hacked his About Me to be on the right side instead?
I vaguely remember that being a thing.
So he hacked his fucking About Me page to be on the right side of the YouTube thing. And then I ended up finding out that I could hack a fucking fake ass YouTube banner on my channel. And it was like but you didn't get the full banner. You only got like an inch instead of like the fucking like 3 inches. But so I hacked it to where I had an inch instead of like 3 inches, and it was so fucking funny.
You don't know what it's like to have more than an inch.
No, I know, unfortunately. But so fucking I had this shitty itty bitty like chintzy fucking YouTube banner, and then I got partnered, and then they took it away from me, and it was so fucked. Like, it's
dude, I felt like a god having that banner, to be honest.
Yeah, like well,
especially because like that second one I sent in chat, like I made that myself from scratch, so I was so proud of that.
Oh yeah, that one came out great.
You know, that was like the era where it was like everything was on my own, and like it just was amazing. Like how fake that shadow on the character looked. It looked everything. Like I didn't know how to use Photoshop properly, and like all I did was just kind of like oddly rotate it and like until it just kind of looked good. I gave everything a grunge look to hide the fact that I sucked at Photoshop.
It's so interesting though. Like, I don't know, seeing where you started and then ended on YouTube, or not ended, but where you are,
where it all came crashing down.
Yeah, right. No,
I mean, I can say now that all those assets too, like my current assets, are going to be changing in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Like it's one day. I'm not going to say when or promise
tomorrow,
anything, but at some point in the near-ish future, everything will change all at once. The YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, my website. Everything will change, and it's like drastically.
It's just so interesting.
So I'm looking forward to that.
It's just so interesting. I think like YouTube as a whole, and maybe I'm fucking sucking your dick here too hard, but I think
keep going.
I think like, and maybe this is weird, but I do not think YouTube would be in the same spot if you weren't a part of it. Because
I disagree with that.
I disagree with you.
No, I disagree with that entirely. YouTube was going where it was going, and Minecraft was too.
Okay, but let me offer a hypothetical though. Okay, let me offer you a hypothetical.
I will say Fortnite wouldn't have existed without me, so maybe I've just had a negative effect.
But let me. Oh, I want to get to that in a minute, but
go.
The hypothetical,
it's a long podcast, but go ahead.
No, we're actually only an hour and 18 minutes though, so it's
okay.
We had to take it. Yeah. But anyway, so you were like the only person above you in the RuneScape community who really had partner at the time. Not Sky didn't even have partner in the RuneScape community.
Oh, partner, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, partner was Tanoop Show. You were the second real noticeable person to do that, and then you had
Did
people
Tanoop Show even have partner on his channel, like his actual channel?
Yes, he just never did the banner. Who
doesn't do the banner?
Because he uploaded all of his shit to Machinima because he made way more money.
Yeah, but
I know.
Right. I believe you though. Cam was just kind of like
Cam didn't give a shit. Yeah. But so the only other person who in the RuneScape community at that point had partner was you. And you also jumped on Machinima as well. You literally
said, jumped on me, but
but you said, well, I'm using jump as
it was because of RuneScape Undercover that I got partnered actually.
Yes, and it was because they were trying to find probably something similar to fucking Gods Exposed in Louis quality.
Except I sucked at writing.
Yeah,
like I was really good at cinematography and I sucked as a writer.
Yeah. So they messaged well, not in a shitty way, but they messaged you and you jumped on there and you were gonna do RuneScape Undercover, and I think that was going on Machinima or Machinima
it was going
Realm.
on Machinima for a bit, like episode 1 and 2, because episode 1 went up on my channel, then I brought it down and put it on Machinima.
Yes,
because I'm a giant fucking sellout.
So you right, but so you bring it to Machinima, and then halfway through you're like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do that, and then you pull a fucking genius move, which is the hunt for the golden apple. After hunt for the golden apple, fucking you skyrocket. You fucking gain like
survival games.
Like you fucking before that even you fucking gained like goddamn how many subs like fucking overnight on that fucking Hunger Games shit. Like it was a fucking
and the Hunger Games stuff. It was
Hunger
ridiculous.
Games. I'm sorry. Hunt for the Golden Apple.
Aether?
No,
Hunt for the Golden Apple situation on my channel. Like it had an effect on my channel that just doesn't occur anymore. So basically, when Machinima would post it, they would post it on Machinima Realm, but every couple of episodes would randomly go on the main Machinima channel. every time that happened, I would gain about 1,500 subscribers.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So
this is back when I had like 30,000 subs, like total.
So it was like a slow burn, but like it funneled that like your channel, and so
and people like, so I was so that's when I had the idea, and I don't even think Sparkles had gotten to this yet, where I had the thought. Well, okay, so the actual catalyst was in late April of 2011, so we're coming up on the anniversary of this, where I posted my Farlands video, my original very first Farlands video. The title is just called The Farlands, and I tweeted it at Notch. Just because he had talked about it. He actually made a blog post about limits in Minecraft, and I was super, super interested. So I made the video about the Farlands. He direct retweets the video. Jesus. I make a follow-up so the Farlands video got 40,000 views in a day. I make a follow-up that gets 20,000, and I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm thinking to myself, if I make videos every day, there's a chance that I could make this happen. And so I'm like, if I make videos every day that are along this sort of vein, maybe, I could grow a channel out of it. And the views, they went up, and then they started to stagnate right before the Aether. And then the Aether came out, and I skyrocketed again. And then the survival games happened, and it skyrocketed again. And then the minigame era happened, and it skyrocketed for what would be the last time in 4 years. And now the new format happened, and another skyrocket happened, and we might be on the cusp of another format change.
No, so. and that's kind of what I mean. Like, you've always, and I don't want to sound weird or we're praising in any way, shape, or form, but without you doing,
we're talking about old school YouTube now, which I think people like.
Well, without you doing that, I genuinely do not believe, and I'm being real with you when I say this, I genuinely do not believe that Sky would have jumped on Minecraft as hard as he did. I don't think
it took him a while.
But
I agree.
I don't think Dan would have jumped on Minecraft as hard as he did. I don't think. And if Sky,
I remember when Sky popped off. Sorry, go ahead. But I want to circle back on Sky here. I have a story.
Well, but so Sky didn't jump on as quick.
Actually, I have two things, so I want to write it down so I don't forget.
Deadlocks didn't jump on because of Sky, or Deadlocks wouldn't have jumped on because of Sky. Mythzan wouldn't have taken as much of a notice about Minecraft without you. You did not only kickstart, your career, but also indirectly a billion others, and some of them are fucking assholes. I have two. I have a story that I want to tell, and then I have a question I want to pose. Okay.
One that's relevant to all of us in this channel, actually. So with Sky, actually. Well, no, with Sky, actually, he was trying to do the stereotypical Let's Play thing for a long time. I don't know if those videos are still up.
It was Digger or something
but
like that.
I remember, I don't know if I told him directly. I don't want to go taking too much credit, but I remember thinking that he would do better with his natural sort of outbursty style, because I knew that there wasn't a whole lot of that in Minecraft. And I'm like, he didn't quite have a knack for the stereotypical Let's Play style. And I remember thinking, it's once he started posting content more consistently, I would help rep his channel. I did. And then he started getting subs like you wouldn't believe. And he legit messaged me every day for a week or two, thinking he was going to get banned for his channel being botted. And I told him, it's no, the comments and ratings reflect the views that you're getting. You're just legit. I never saw anyone explode as much as Sky did.
Well,
no one had exploded as much as he did before he exploded.
And it was because he was crazy. It was because in the RuneScape community, he was the funny, fucking voice guy. Yeah, exactly. He did those funny ass voices. People thought it was ridiculous, and that's why he was so fucking. He was praised in the goddamn RuneScape community. He jumped over.
Yeah, he's basically a demigod, dude.
He jumped over to Minecraft, and then it went to, hey guys, Sky here. I'm playing Minecraft today, and that's a creeper.
It took him a while to grow out of that.
Budger. Yeah, Budger. Yeah, and that was the thing. It was right at that time.
Oh fuck, it's creepy.
It was right at that fucking time too, because I remember you pushing him and me. I think I was in one of the fucking calls with him when he called gold butter for the first time. And I was
oh my god!
Because I
butter
started it all.
I fucking literally sat there and I was like, the moment that he fucking did that, I was like, this is it. He's fucking taking off. and I think the mini game era specifically for him.
Oh,
the minigame era was like his bread and butter. He owned that.
Get it because of butter.
Bread and butter.
It was his bread and butter.
Like 20 minutes. I hate him.
But like he fucking like, and it's so interesting because I don't know it. But you wanted to go to something, and then you wanted to ask.
Yeah, no, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget.
And then I have another Fortnite thing, but continue.
Well, no, that's just kind of a funny meme because I won the survival games a few times.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
the survival
you know,
games,
people like
yeah.
credited me back in the day with the popularization of that format, the battle royale format, which led to Fortnite battle royale.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, no, the other question I wanted to pose is like, I almost wonder, would SMP Live have been as silly to shit as it was without the AntVenom J Schlatt feud on day one? I don't
think
know.
so.
I think that was a really big part of the server.
Would have taken off, but I really wonder how different it would have been if I had just not seen that J Schlatt stream that day.
I think
you know.
I think, and I mean, Poke was there for it, but I think he muted.
Yeah,
it
of course, he was day one.
I think he has
like,
but I personally,
I wonder.
I think that it. I think that it would have had success. I think that it would have fell to the wayside much quicker though, because that shit followed Schlatt.
I don't know.
That shit but that shit followed Schlatt for like Slat. Yeah, it followed Schlatt for fucking months, and then I mean I just remember you hopping on my first day and people were fucking really shocked. They were like, what the fuck? Like, Ant's back on it.
Well, because I was gone for a month to the point where I went on the wall of shame because I combat logged on Joko.
You relogged in. I already streamed SMP Live for like over a month when you relogged in for like the first time. That was very interesting.
I remember you logging on and you taking me on like what was a tour that you couldn't even tour because you were gone for a month.
I logged in once and then again a week later, and that's when the Joko thing happened. I actually that's the only time I've uploaded a video to Twitch. I re-uploaded that so that I could have every single episode, like 100% of my time on SMP Live, aside from those last couple days when everyone was logging in and not streaming and not doing anything. All of that's in my Twitch. I'm really mad that the building of Spawn is like not really well documented anywhere, because even like a month, like 2 months after that, when I came back, I'm like, oh my God, nobody documented this and there's no Twitch archives of it. I was always mad that people weren't highlighting their streams because it's so easy to do. And some people tell me it's like, Twitch doesn't like it when you archive full streams. It's like, Twitch can suck my nuts. They never complained to me about that.
My first hearing of Ant being in SMP Live, I believe Poke told me, because I wasn't in SMP Live. Let's establish that right now.
Me?
What a surprise! No, I just remember back when Ant first joined the server, and like I think one of your first interactions with him was the whole green top stuff.
Oh my God, Poke! I believe you were was it you were the reason why Hank became a thing again, and why green top became such a pop. Like I remember actually editing that video. I think it was of day one, because I built it on day one, and like being like, oh shit, it was Poke who popped. Like legit Poke, you don't understand. Hank Venom as a name had all but basically died by that point. And now I get called that as much as I get called.
See, the thing is that James originally randomly started calling you Hank, and I was like, I have no idea why he's calling him. James, and then when you joined as Live, I was like, dude, I'm gonna bring this Hank meme to life.
Oh my God.
James explained it. One time, yes, I spoke about this.
Go ahead.
I literally spoke about this with Michael yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought your name was Hank for like ages.
No. Okay. So the story goes, I don't remember exactly what led up to this, but James, I suppose, probably had been watching old like Skitscape or Ant videos, right?
Yeah, well, Skitscape did that, yeah.
Yeah. So. And I mentioned that because then in that there was the whole Hank Venom thing, and then in our little cesspool of a friend group, Fruit Club, we would just always do little impressions of Minecraft YouTubers. I'm sure you've heard at least one of them.
Maybe
right?
we are still doing this now in Chunk Error.
And
you just brought the bit over here. Shit hasn't changed.
Yeah. And basically, we just started doing the whole AntVenom thing, and eventually, oh, this happens, and then it's like, oh, hey, here's AntVenom, and it's like, oh my god. And then going,
so it's just a perfect storm of timing that
literally,
brought
yes,
Venom back from the dead.
fucking timing.
It is
Like,
so funny because I remember yeah, like you said, it was fucking dead. Like it was just a dead fucking thing. Nobody
yeah, it
ever
was
called you
gone.
Hank.
Like, I mean, every like couple months I might get called Hank because of old Skitscape fans, and then like SMP Live legit totally revived that.
Yeah,
It was ridiculous actually. For a while, like I was getting called Hank more than Ant.
oh
It's
yeah,
just so funny because what I've realized is we just have the tendency to bring in inside jokes everywhere. Like Packle, that's a fucking inside joke making fun of me. The name Packle, the faction name Packle, comes from I correct people on how they say things sometimes.
Packle this dick in your mouth.
And anyways, one time James said, and I quote in a mocking tone, he was like, "Pickle, actually, it's pronounced Packle."
Yeah.
I actually thought your name was a Rick and Morty reference.
Oh my
What?
God. No,
Because-
the Packle, yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
But it's so
because-
funny to see these inside
Because
jokes.
every time you hear pickle, you just have to think of Rick.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no Rick without a
You just
pickle.
gotta
and
packle
there's no
down that pickle.
without a Rick.
Don't say it like that.
There's it is interesting though. Like I think
So funny though.
I think I don't know. I mean I certainly wouldn't be I certainly wouldn't be where I am. Like
I knew with you, Mike, actually, like you're a recent case for me where I remember what I thought of you when like you didn't have really many people watching you. You had like 5 and you would still
that
stream
was
all the time. And I'm
fucking-
thinking to myself,
yeah.
this guy can hold a conversation with like 2 or 3 chatters. He's going to do great if he goes 100 plus.
Mhm.
Like I knew that would happen and it did. So
I appreciate
I'm
that.
thankful for that.
Thank you.
I mean, now I've lost my co-editor
No!
basically. You know,
It's
and I
not
remember
it.
saying to you all the time, I'm like, yeah, Mike, I'm betting you're gonna just leave for
And-
Twitch. You're like, no, it's not gonna happen. And now it's like I get a video every
You
month
know,
and a
you know
half.
what, motherfucker? Though I'm gonna tell you now. You got a video every month. Fuck you. You got a you got a video every month and a half before I was on Twitch anyway. Like
That is not true at all, and you know it.
You
That is
fucking-
bullshit.
and
In February of
remember-
2019,
I hate it when mom and dad
out on
fight.
your own,
Mom, Dad,
and I
please
was
stop
getting
fighting.
a video a week out of you or 2.
I remember
Because you moved on your own in February. I remember the
also-
conversation
I think-
where you were like, bro, I got to move out
I
of my own.
was
I need
panicking
more
to
income. I'm going to
fucking-
work a lot.
Yeah.
So we went from that, like before that, it was
What
once
the
a
fuck
week.
is going
Yeah,
on?
it
I
was
don't know.
once
It was
a week,
once a
Mom and
week
dad are
to
fighting.
once every
I
2 weeks.
incentivized you to
Mom
make
and Dad
10-minute
please stop.
videos.
Yes.
And then you were making 2 a week,
Yes.
and then Twitch became a big thing for you, and it started to backpedal a bit, and now I get one every like 6 weeks.
Stop!
You know I'm right.
Sitting
So
in your
pretty
room
much,
while
My
so
memory
playing
of
Michael's
this
the
is
question that can be
gone.
asked.
ASMR.
Yeah.
So, how
Hold up,
much longer is he going to be on payroll for? Like another month? That's
He's
it?
not on
Doesn't
payroll.
matter.
That's not how me and him work, so it doesn't matter that much.
It's,
You say that, but he's going to send you the next video in 2 months, and I don't know how that's going to
That's
go.
fine because I pay him by the hour
we-
on a contract
It's
basis.
it's essentially
how it works.
it's essentially contracted commission. Like
Yeah.
like
So
it's
I pay him hourly based on the
Yeah,
amount of hours.
I-
I'm not gonna say how much I pay him, but I pay him
$40
hourly based on.
$billion.
Sounds about right.
No,
So okay.
yeah.
So what was that question you had that pertained to all of
would
us earlier,
SMP
Ants?
Live be in the state
Oh
that
wait.
it
Oh
was?
yeah. I thought it was.
Yeah, and like
something
I don't present that question as if I'm trying to put myself on
No,
a
you're not
pedestal or
putting your-
something.
yeah,
I'm
it's not an
just
ego.
legitimately curious, right? For all I know, it could have gotten
Well,
more popular, and I screwed it up somehow indirectly, right? Like
Just,
that is a possibility. Maybe instead of it not me coming along, maybe instead it would have been
Shroud.
poking at
What are
Jay
you-
Schlatt's buttons or something. I don't
Well,
know.
and then
no,
fuck
like,
it's a
let's
million
rewrite the timeline. I want the subs.
like
Yeah, let's
no,
rewrite the
legit.
canon.
Would the whole feud like? Let's actually think about this.
I
Like,
don't
let's have a
know.
mind. I'm about to blow minds here. like legit, it was morning as the skeleton that killed the creeper that dropped stall. It was morning. The skeleton was on fire. What if it never dropped that fucking?
No, and I
my
agree
God.
with that. If
Think about that. The best the
Guaranteed
way to
would be
round
done.
out the day one story is to have that happen.
No,
Would that video that Jay Schlatt had posted become a thing? Because honestly, I give more credit to Jay Schlatt's video about the situation making SMP Live a legend. I give that more credit than our actual event.
I do not. I will say now. I don't think I think if you did not get stall, I think if it was either any other disc or if you didn't get fucking anything, it would not have worked. I do not fucking think that bit would have continued.
Yeah,
I think if he kept hunting for it, it could have worked.
yeah,
Like,
because
if he
I
just
think
simply
because it would have
didn't get it
only
and kept
taken
hunting
20
for
more
it.
minutes. I think I
No,
would have
but
gotten it, but it
also
was so epic the way it occurred.
No, but
Sneaks just
also
there, like
the-
when I was asked to play Minecraft today, I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Well, there was also
I remember that.
the timing of it as well. Like you ran up behind him as he was fucking talking and put down the fucking
He was
disc.
ending off his stream, actually, I think.
And that's what I mean. Like you,
It was that daytime cycle. Actually, I don't think I would have had another shot.
No, you wouldn't have. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. I don't think. I legitimately do not think if you wouldn't have found the disc, if you wouldn't have did that, I do not think SMP Live would be in the way that it was because it was so fucking like there were so many
so perfect
bits. Yeah, everything.
But I give more credit to Jay Schlatt for making the video about it. It's still Jay Schlatt's last video on his main channel.
It's interesting. It's super fucking interesting, and I think
it is interesting to think about.
Like
literally a 1 in 13 random chance occurrence. Like, because I think that's how many discs there are.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
like a
Jesus.
1 in 13 random chance occurrence. Like for the last kill that I could have gotten it. And it just so happened to drop it. It was so like it blows my mind to think about. Like, what if instead Ward had dropped instead and like he logged off?
I do think it's funny as fuck that Schlatt threw the goddamn disc through the Ender portal and then
it legit
literally
you know,
washed up
I
on the
actually had a
beach.
thought about that. I want to go back and test that to see if items really fall through that, because something tells me what if
Fall through what, the end portal? Yeah, they do.
fucking Yoshi planted one there knowing we'd go back.
No, they do. Remember, we did an entire video about capturing
By the way-
shulkers.
By
Oh,
the way,
yeah,
since when do items drop through? Because on like a private Minecraft server with friends, I used to scam people by telling them to like throw shit into the end portal.
It's been for a
Yeah, and
while
then
because
just,
I know
like,
in
sneaking below
Hermitcraft.
it and picking like all the up all the shit.
Well, the reason
no,
why I
it-
know it's
it-
actually true is because I remember that TNT prank that happened on SMP Live where like thousands of TNT got sent through the end. And it's like, oh, the next person to go through is going to get blown up.
Oh yeah.
He whom shall not be named.
I was the one. Fun fact: I was the one that tested that trap.
Dude, I
It
remember
was you and
that.
Alice, right?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no,
those
stuff
are
can
good
fall through
times.
the portal. I remember Hermitcraft when they were fighting the End Dragon. They put I don't know what season it was, maybe 4 or 5, but I believe they put hoppers in their spawn chunk. That way, in case the dragon egg got popped through the portal, they could catch it.
Oh my god.
What fucking Jesus.
I mean, that's big brain energy.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
If I was in Hermitcraft, I would be the caveman. I would be the guy in the Stone Age.
I will ask everybody. We are at an hour and 40 minutes on the podcast. Do you guys want to wrap it up? Do you guys want to keep going or what?
Yeah, we should
what's-
Was
probably
there, was
Yeah,
there any? Was there
I
any
have-
final
I have
notes
dinner
you wanted to
soon,
hit on
so-
or anything?
I mean,
We could talk about how badass I am for like another hour and a half. I wouldn't.
You wanna know how badass you are? I got OP on SMP Earth and you didn't. Fuck you.
Fuck SMP Earth. That server died a month in.
no,
I want SMP Live to come back, but with like a different an incentive system that makes it worth it. So
Yeah.
like, I was almost wondering like, well, I had the idea and then I realized it was bad where I'm like, what if users could donate? Like you couldn't enchant anything. You couldn't get like 2 special of items and viewers had to like donate for it. But then I realized only the most popular streamers are the most popular streamers will be over. But I feel like there is room right now. I just got to figure out what it is for a good incentive system aside from hits and pranks that could allow for a revival of SMP Live, because I could go for it. I just wouldn't want it to devolve into, enchanting stuff for hours, because that's what it eventually devolved into.
Well, I mean, the reason it devolved into that was because there was a glitch. Like that's not.
The protection stuff.
Yeah, that's not.
That wasn't a glitch. That was a feature that they added and then took back.
Well, but you get what I'm getting.
But I feel like we're gonna go into this rabbit hole, so we should probably pin it here, and we can just have a whole episode about SMP Live. I'm sure all of us have a lot to say.
Cool. That'll make a good another episode, like the stories of SMP Live. Like we've had this, and we can read.
Yeah, Luna.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've edited a lot of the
Luna
VODs.
is the person we are telling the story to.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
I'm sitting in the library.
Come here, grandkid. Come sit on Grandpappy's lap. Let me tell you about the old days.
Viewer.
Okay,
Let me tell you about stall. Fucking balls.
All right. Thank you to everybody who watched this podcast. We appreciate it. Ant, thank you for fucking coming on and hanging out with us.
We banned him from the Discord when he's done. He's never coming back.
No,
not reoccurring.
I'm just the honorary member leaving now. I've been used and abused, and now I'm excused.
We put him in the title, we get our views, and then we kick him out. Simple.
I've been used and abused, and now I'm excused.
Jesus. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
Make sure to check out everyone.
Yes, we got links down in the description for everybody.
If I'm in the bottom of the links again, I'm gonna beat everyone's ass here.
You're here late. Shut up, Bird.
But anyway.
Be sure to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to me. It's twitch.tv/ninja.
Nice.
Yes, but, my favorite Twitch streamer.
But yeah, we'll be back soon with another episode. I don't know when. Who knows? We'll see you soon. Don't worry.
Tomorrow
we'll be back.
All right, bye.
Get fucked.
Yes.
Man ass.
Man ass.